I think we're ready to continue with the casebook of Arne. Case 1.9 was murder. Part 2. Nachtcirkel. We've already gotten rid of him, so I don't know how long this will continue. Oh, fuck me. Give me a sec. It's so loud again. The fuck is going on? Why is my volume mixer just shitting itself with this game? Give me a second. Alright, that's better. Jesus Christ. Nope. Oh, you write Lynn without an E. Give me a second. I need to change it then. My title I gave an E. Here we go. Good. Good. Why did she say she wanted to go? Well, she's gonna tell us. I'm sure. Do we find any more... Oh yeah, we read the panty thing last time, right? No sign of sexy underwear. Good. Let's go. Hi, hello. Can we check out the butler's room, actually? I can hear Gordon scolding Elise. Oh. I'd better not go in there. Let's go back to my room for now. Okay. Oh yeah, I have to go through the dining room. I can't make heads or tails of this, of the layout of this mansion. Oh, huh? There's something on the wall. Check it before you wreck it. What's this about? Waiting in the courtyard. Is this from Lord Arne? I wonder why. Does he want to apologize once more or something? No, surely not, but even supposing he did apologize, would I be able to forgive him? If we end up working together to investigate again? Yes, I should really give some thought to how to handle the relationship between us. Women. At any rate, I'll go. Oh, jeez. Waiting in the courtyard, he said. Alright. Remade that liquid crop. You better send it as a let's talk instead of a... Why is it so dark? Instead of a highlighted message. Lord Arne? Where could he be? Why are they... Oh, what's the matter? Are they barking at me? Bark, bark! Bark, bark! It's a white girl! Go! What's wrong? It's me, remember? Ah! Why are you attacking me? The guard dog spared their fangs and howled, preparing to leap at the girl any moment. Oh! As the dog slept straight ahead, the girl desperately dodged out of the way. I just pressed the direction button. What's wrong with you? It's me! Do I need to dodge again? Eek! Please stop it! Where do I dodge here? I think straight through them. What should I do? I'm cornered! I still haven't accomplished anything. These are your dogs. You should be more concerned about why they're attacking you. And yet, someone... Lord Arne... You called? No, look at him making an anime entrance. Lord Arne! Why didn't you leave? What would I need to leave for? You said you didn't want to see my face, so I simply stayed someplace where you wouldn't. More to the point, why are you out here being attacked? I don't understand it either. Why are the dogs... Bark, bark! Talk about gnawing off the arm that feeds you. You've never heard that? It's a saying in Japan. Such incessant barking. They're like dogs. They are dogs! They are dogs! I see. So they're curs who forget lessons they were already taught once. Be gone! But why did they attack me suddenly? Is there something on my person? Do I have like a dog bone or something on me? In me or on me? Thank you so much Indeed, you should be grateful. But I'm not going to forgive you just for this, Lord Arne. Oh yes, about that. There's something I must tell you about. If you care to listen, that is. What is it? It may get a little long. Let us return to your room. Understood. Why did they just leave the ladder there? Ooh! Che! Oh, someone was sicking the dogs on her! Must have been Kai. Must have been Kai. And so in summary, control of my body had been taken from me. Do you think I'm going to believe that? I should hope you will, because it's the truth. In essence, this personality of mine also comes from this body's one remaining heart. And thus, I too am ultimately a puppet. Quite delightful, is it not? Feel free to laugh. He has a very weird sense of humor. I wouldn't do that. To me, you're just Lord Arne. Is that so? Let me ask a few questions. What is it? Even if it wasn't your own intention, Lord Arne, do you have any thoughts about the people you attacked? Does it matter what I think? It wasn't the current me who did it. But no, I don't have any special thoughts. Then why did you apologize to me? Because it appeared I quite troubled you by having my body taken over by that fellow. It was an apology for my blunder, in essence. He just doesn't understand. He doesn't get it. Then one last question. Lord Arne, are you using me? Indeed I am, for the sake of solving this case. It would be a pain to gather info from around this mansion all by myself. I'd like to curtail the tedium, so as to enjoy this case as much as possible. What about it? Even if we can speak to each other, vampires and humans really do think differently, huh? I'm not certain how exactly we differ, but that much should be obvious. Vampires and humans are separate creatures. Humans can't understand the thoughts of animals, yes? Is he calling us an animal or himself? I think I know the answer. Even so, I feel like if I properly explain my feelings, even he should be able to understand. No, I guess that's wrong. Because even if I understand his explanation, that doesn't mean I'm okay with it. Trying to force different values on others won't resolve anything. Wow, quite mature. But still, the using he talks about... She'd rather it be in a different sense? What is it, LambdadeltaYT? You've gone quiet all of a sudden. Ah, come on! Why am I the only one so troubled by everything? Don't start shouting out of the blue. Understand? I won't forgive what you did, Lord Arne. I don't care if your body was taken over by another vampire, whatever. In fact, it's all your fault to begin with for losing to your own blood of all things. So sure enough, the fundamental issue lies with you. What are you doing losing when you call yourself the most heinous of vampires? Sorry, I might have gone a little too far. No, she's exactly right, I think. Is that how it is? Understood, LambdadeltaYT. So you're irritated by my incompetence. No, that's not really it, but... Say again? Jeez. Lord Arne, well, for humans in general, it's painful to be hurt by those we're close to. And for whatever reason, we can't understand that. But even if you can't understand, could you at least keep it in mind? Right, I'll keep it in mind. I guess it must be even weirder for him because he has never been a human. Like, how does it work? How do vampires work in this universe? Do they just procreate amongst themselves? Or do they turn people into vampires? Because it's not like... an actual vampire should still, well, depending on their age, remember how humans feel or think, but he was created out of other vampires, so his personality is an amalgamation to begin with, so I don't even know. Thank you very much, and also, sorry for hitting you. Don't worry about it, you might as well have been petting me. More importantly, I've been eager to hear what information you've gathered. More importantly? Understood. He's weird even by vampire standards. Well, he's like he's like the first baby that was like conceived artificially, right? And I don't mean like the vat baby, but the one like you know which one I mean? Like was it in the 80s or in the 90s? Anyway, all right, listen well to my efforts. Is this enough, I wonder? It feels like only a temporary measure. If we keep investigating together and run into another conflict. Enough of that. Organizing our information comes first for now. He's just weird. He's just plain weird. 9 fathers! his mom was a real hooker. Well, it's everything I learned and that I know about the vampire Nazir. Have no issues with your findings about the actions of the humans, but you say Nazir is known as the Lord of Shadows and is belligerent with a serious appetite. Isn't that far too little to go off of? What do you expect? There's not much in the literature. Very well, I suppose. This case is connected to Nazir's heart, isn't it? Your father likely used it out of his desire to revive your mother. Perhaps it was even the killer themselves who taught him the black magic of reviving the dead. That line-wise pedigree is convenient as well. The influence held by nobles can often extend over the police, after all. Furthermore, whatever his methods, it was your father gathering human body parts. If his mental state was unstable as well, it would be easy to pin all blame on him if needed. I suppose so, but I'll never forgive them for using father's feelings. Well then, allow me to sort out your information to help reveal said killer. Yes, go right ahead. Okay, we're gonna do some conclusions here, I guess. Alright. What is this? Cute, so cute. You've seen it before. Right, is it your first time seeing it? Simply put, it's a stage made from my blood. Evilly! Bloodily! Adorably! Nein Töte! I thought it good to see you cheering up, but stop that at once. I just started doing it subconsciously. Everything I'd been stubbornly keeping in came out just like that. Women. Say, Lenny, here's something you might appreciate. Sissy, what is it? Arne's bored all the time, so he practices doing this all by himself. That's too cute. I just want to decorate my room with you. What? Nope, not possible. The blood returns to my body when it's done. No, I was talking about you, Lord Arne. Me? Boy, Lenny, you really are strange. Nothing of the sort. Drooling again. Well, you see, when humans get excited, their body temperature rises, and so to lower it, that's sweat. This is going nowhere. Let us ignore Leonard Mindwise. What? Please let me join in on this too. You become awfully bothersome all of a sudden when the subject is vampires. Just stay there and be quiet. Leave it to me. Let's organize the information Leonard Mindwise gathered. I like how the game just prompts you to save. Alright, first. Hold on a second, you've got a map of the mansion and dolls of everyone? Don't be so surprised at every turn. That's not happening! I'll just ignore you for a while. All that needs to be made clear in this case ultimately is who killed Leonard Mindwise's father. Thus, the only actions we need to inspect are those of the humans in the mansion before and after the incident. The first ones to act before Leonard Mindwise received a call from her father were the two maids. First, the short maid left the room to go to the kitchen. In doing so, she met the guard and the chef, neither of whom moved until the incident occurred, yes? So that is the actual layout of this fucking mansion? What the fuck? Yes, that's what they said. Incidentally, I take it you asked the guard, the maid, and the cook individually? Well, naturally. I questioned all three separately, and they all gave that same story. In that case, good. Now let's proceed. While this short maid was in the kitchen, another person left her room. Surely you know where she was headed? Of course. The second floor guest room. The guest room on the second floor. Precisely. Richtig! But how do you know it happened in this order? Actually, I was watching from this mirror here. Yes, Sissy saw both maids head to the second floor. The tall maid passed by here first. Oh, I see. It's very nice to have like a Deus Ex Machina that can answer questions like this on the fly, because otherwise you'd be stumped, right? Like, Sissy is just a fucking... He's just there out of convenience, isn't he? If he paid any attention or something... Well, whatever. I don't know what this game is. It's the Casebook of Arne. It's an anime-styled RPG Maker murder mystery, basically. And it's pretty good. I love it. In short, if anyone tried to go to the third floor, they would be witnessed by Sissy on the second floor or the guard in the dining room. I see. Of course, the guard is also a suspect, so we can't fully believe him. So the way it's looking right now, it could be the butler. No. Wait, who could it be? But for the moment, there are no contradictions in the people he claimed to witness at the times. In addition, Sissy was generally watching everything, so it should be no issue to proceed like this. Understood. And then she waited here. Then the maid left the kitchen right around when the gardener was spotted in the back. There he is. Action! What? We have to recreate it, or... The gardener wanted to reach the maid waiting on the second floor, but... How the fuck do I get to the second floor? What the fuck do I do? Take the ladder? Yes. Bark! Bark! Take the dog with you! No? Also, not as far as I'm aware. What's not good? You don't like anime, Blaze? Or get out of here. Incidentally, Sissy also saw the two of them in the guest room. Huh? Then I didn't need to see through Diana's lies? You can generally assume that Sissy saw everything in any rooms with mirrors. My hard work. But they quickly went into a blind spot and I didn't know what they were doing. So Lenny did good. I sure did. Well, but there's no way to verify whether what that maid said is true or not. She's fucking mental. She loves cocking him. You gotta believe her. If Sissy hadn't seen it, we would know if she was really in the guest room. By the way, Leonard Blindwise. Yes. Do you think it would be possible to carry the ladder to the terrace on the second floor? Oh! They hauled it up and put it there to get to the third floor. I wonder, that ladder is really big. Have you seen him carry it around just now? Kai always seems to just drag it around. And also, there's a fence on the terrace. It would probably be hard to do alone, right? Indeed. Sissy, was there any indication that the gardener left the room alone, then re-entered the mansion? Not just limited to the second floor guest room, say, the third floor guest room, perhaps? Unfortunately, I didn't see. Right, understood. Yep, I saw her pass through. Yes, we get it. The maid went to her master's room right at midnight every night. I wonder why. But then she recalled that on this day she'd been told he didn't need water. Just around this time, Linda Reinweiss received a call from her father. Now they both began to move. The maid couldn't be bothered to return the glass to the kitchen, which is so fucking weird. So she tried to transfer the water to a vase, but broke both. While she was doing this, Linda Reinweiss prioritized going to her father's room. And there she arrived. Now it's for the maid's actions afterward. Action! Going up to the storeroom. The maid wanted to destroy the evidence, but... Clean up? Yeah. Ausgezeichnet! Perfect! Fatality! Obtain the vase. Oh! Just before Elise heard first witness Bernd scream. Fucking Bernd. It seems she was in the storeroom. Knowing her, it wouldn't surprise me if she was searching for a vase the whole time. She's so dim-witted. That's true. In summary. Let's say she took about 5 minutes cleaning up. And was searching the storeroom for a vase when you delightfully passed out. What do you mean delightfully? If only she'd left cleaning up the vase for later, she could have entered the storeroom sooner. At this time, everyone but the guard was inside the room. A convenient time to act without anyone seeing. As for the butler, it's not even necessary to give it thought. Given the placement of his room, he'd inevitably encounter someone going anywhere. If he went to the second floor, he'd pass Sissy's mirror. If he went east, he'd encounter the guard. That's right. After doing some reading in his room, Gordon apparently talked with Heinz in the kitchen. Bernd says he saw them too, and there was no contradiction with Heinz's testimony. Incidentally, what was he talking with the chef about? The food menu for the next weekend budgets, apparently. What a serious and dull old coot. A dull old coot? That's such a crude way to treat him. At 12:30, the guard was evidently called for by your father. Even Bernd didn't seem to know why he was called. I recall your father said something about leaving the house together, did he not? Yes. If that's indeed what was going on, then perhaps the god was meant to be the first witness. Meant to be? It was the corpse resembling your father, yes? He wanted him to see it and think he'd been murdered. Well, though he was in fact murdered. Father, why would you do something like that? But wait, why not just let the maids discover it in the morning? Indeed, I can see no merit to making the god discover it. Perhaps that wasn't in the killer's plan. Well, more possibilities make it all the more delightful. There's nothing delightful about it. Your father fucking died, dude. And after the guard used his key to open the door, he found you uncouthly passed out next to the corpse and screamed. Hold on, what's that uncouthly for? By the way, your father was holding his room key. Who else had a duplicate key? Besides Bernd, the butler Gordon and the two maids also had keys. Yep, this is Uminico. That's far too many. Oh, but Elise doesn't have one anymore. About a month ago she flushed hers down the toilet. Since then she hasn't been allowed her own. Instead she has to borrow Gordon's. And if she doesn't give it right back she gets yelled at. What kind of system is that? So then, back to the short maid. Just before the guard found the corpse, she went down to the second floor to replace the vase. I don't understand what the absolute fuck's going on. Well, we're laying it down for you. This is what was happening. You get the gist of it now. Yes, she said Bernd's scream almost caused her to break that vase too. And in response to the guard's pathetic scream, the short maid, Elise, and the tall maid, Diana, the two of them assembled. But what was the guard doing at that time? Bernd's extremely averse to blood, so he was... What was he doing? Was he dancing? Was he I guess he was passing out. It seems he fainted. Right. Huh? Bernd can't stand the sight of blood at all. For instance, Elise sometimes blunders and cuts a finger. And every time Bernd runs over out of worry, that little bit of blood makes him faint. What a useless fellow. Isn't the fact you might discover a corpse someday the best part of being a god? I'd hope that's a really rare occurrence. On the other hand, impressive you could become a god. Well, at any rate, the maids then called for the others. Well, he's incredibly incompetent to begin with. It is really impressive he's a god. And they too assembled. That concludes our sorting out of the info. We also have sufficient idea of motives. However, before we consider who the killer is, there's one thing I want to confirm with you. What is it? Lind Reinweiss, those dogs of yours seem quite superb. Indeed, they will attack anyone but specific people, as demonstrated earlier. Yes, they should be friendly only to myself, Father, and the gardener Kai. Then why do you think you were attacked? It's simple. There was something different about you. You were attacked, in fact, because they were too talented. Her attire, what she was wearing. Someone was wearing something else. Something different? So, just what was it? Her appearance. She didn't take a bath, so it can't be a scent. Could it be my appearance? You're certain? Yeah. Since I was wearing a tracksuit, do you always wear the same clothes around the dogs? No, of course not. And also, I'm sure they've seen me in a tracksuit. Oh, shit, before. Shit, so it's a different reason. Not your appearance. Then it has to be the scent. But why? What was different about my scent? What did I smell like? Could it be my scent? You're certain? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I mean, they're dogs. Sure, but after I regained consciousness, I had blood on my clothes, so I changed. But I'm sure just changing clothes didn't remove the scent of someone else's blood. I didn't notice it myself, but maybe the dogs responded to it. Exactly. That was a little bit out there. I mean... Oh, well... I'm sensitive to the smell of blood as well, and though it's faint, you do smell of blood. And it's not your own. In short... Hold on a second. Are dogs blind, though? Like, if they smell something different about you, do they just go crazy? Can't they see, oh, hey, wait a second, he smells different, but he looks the same as he usually does. Guess it must be me, not him. Is that how they work? What, I'm getting to the important part. Oh, your blood went back, so you got big again. Wait, not that. You could smell blood on me too, Lord Arne? Is she hitting a certain age, or I said as much, didn't I? No, it's not her blood, he said. Okay. And so no, not and so. That's really kind of embarrassing. Huh? Look, it's fine now. No, it's not. Now that I think about it, I haven't bathed 2 nights in a row. And now that I'm thinking about it, I can't stop. I can't focus on what you're saying like this. I'm going to take a bath. Hey, hold on. We can't talk later. Alright, we'll get the bathing scene now, I guess. It says, yeah. Lynn, right? I know, leave it to me. Oh, but I won't look inside the bath, of course. I'm a gentleman, see? Yes, so you say. But still, why is Lynn taking a bath all of a sudden? You definitely don't get a girl's heart, Arne. I mean, you'd need to get human feelings first. What are you talking about? Does she probably understand why she was attacked by the guard dogs? The note that called for her, the knowledge that she had the scent of blood on her. Clearly, she is the next one to kill us after. Maybe she was embarrassed enough that she couldn't even afford to consider that stuff. Utterly unbelievable. Oh yeah. I'm revived. Truly, Lord Arne has no delicacy. Never before have I been in a bath with a towel. Doesn't it feel weird when the towel is like really, really wet around your skin? Or does it feel nice because it's also warm? Or real vampires turned out to be completely different from what I imagined. It's really kind of a shock. I've been disillusioned. But vexing as it is, their abilities are still cool. Really now, what's with you, Lord Arne? Come to think of it, I wonder if vampires take baths? I've read that they can't stand running water. I should ask him later. Well, never mind that. I need to thoroughly wash off this blood scent. If Lord Arne hadn't saved me, I might have died. I don't have the power to protect myself. Of course, I understand that wisdom alone isn't enough, so I need Lord Arne's help. But, I really do need to think about how to go about interacting with him. Lord Arne uses me and this case to enjoy himself, and I use his strength and wisdom to help solve this case. But when I say I'm using him to solve the case, aren't I just trusting that he can do it? Isn't this so confusing? Just what is the difference? Humans and vampires, Lord Arne and I. Trusting, using. Come to think of it, why was I attacked? Actually, there was that note in my room, and the fact that I had blood on me, that wasn't a coincidence, was it? Well, a scientific study showed that dogs can identical twins apart even if those twins live in the same house and eat the same food. So dogs know a person's individual smell. Yeah, but can they be tricked that easily? But just a little bit of blood? Leonard Reinweiss, how long are you going to be in there? Isn't this much too long for a bath? Oh, crap. Well now, Leonard Reinweiss. Killed by the culprit after all? Well, that would be a big twist if she died halfway through. Well, you're still alive? I'll get you out of there for now. Just leave her in the bath. Oh my god, she looks so fucked up! Lord Arne. That was clearly a fatal wound, so I thought you were long since dead. I see. I'm going to die. Even when I'm suddenly on the verge of death, you aren't surprised. Well, I was able to predict it. So did you see the culprit's face? They suddenly came from behind, so I didn't see. Oh, how useless. That's cruel. It was you who didn't listen to everything I had to say. Right. Just didn't want to be like a smelly tart. Yeah. What are you laughing about? Mother said she wanted to die smiling. Huh, are you happy to die? That's not it. Did your mother die happy? She said she wanted to live. I see. So Leonard Reinweiss, what about you? Is this where she turns? I also want to live. It should be obvious I haven't accomplished anything. Even though I'd finally decided I'd do something on my own. I chose to, all by myself. I'll catch Father's killer. No, I don't want to die yet. I don't want... I see. Yet very soon you will undoubtedly die. Toyed with by the killer, never to be the starring role. You were a helpless puppet in the end. Just do as a supporting character does, and step off the stage of this puppet show. but I'll give you a small mercy. If you have any last words, I'll hear them. Fucking asshole. Please make me a vampire, Lord Arne. Ease my blood. Huh? I didn't quite catch that. Please suck my blood. Is that how vampires turn on the verge of death? They get their blood sucked. That's how they turn into a vampire. Little Kleinweiß, you. Is it just my 160p, or does the water on her face look mildly sussy? It's not supposed to be water, it's supposed to be tears and cum, okay? To think it'd be saying that even now. Those who have the blood sucked by a vampire become the vampire's puppet, gaining miraculous healing. But just like it sounds, a puppet is a puppet, with no sense of self. They only obey the vampire. So you're saying you wish to live, even if it means becoming a true puppet. But we're talking about a vampire fanatic, so that's not what you mean to say. A puppet is not a vampire, so puppets are not immortal. As such, they cannot recover from such a fatal wound. You want the blood of Neun Töter, don't you? I don't need the blood of Neun Töter. Oh? Lord Arne, it's fine. What do you mean? Give me Lord Arne's... Yes? Please give me Lord Arne's blood. My blood? Is that different from the blood of Neun Töter? Answer me, Leonard Kleinweiß. Don't just go ahead and die, you! Very well, Leonard Kleinweiß. You may live a little longer. Wow. Huh, so you can still use your voice. I wonder if this whole scene is like a big euphemism. Don't speak in the middle of it. I feel like I've done something I really shouldn't have. Women! There, the blood sucking you so desired. Rejoice! I guess it is, but... What the heck was with that reluctant blood sucking? You seem to be able to move well enough. Thank you very much. There's no need to thank me. After all, in just a few minutes, you'll become a mere puppet and meet death. Before that happens, answer my question. What do you mean, my blood? By Lord Arne's blood, I mean Lord Arne's blood. Yes, I'm asking you what that means. The blood that runs through this body is that of my one remaining heart. In short, it isn't mine. Maybe that's true, but the blood of the other kings is in there too, right? Indeed it is. If you dissolve salt in pure water, it becomes salt water, right? There's no turning it back into pure water. That's not true. I thought maybe this was the same thing. In other words, the one heart serving as master and 8 other kinds of blood mixing in. This is what my blood is? And now my blood is mixed in there too. Oh. Indeed, vampires do not digest the blood they drink. It mixes with their own and enters the body. What? I see. An interesting thought. I'll keep that in mind. That means her blood was already in him. He has been drinking her blood vials the whole game. Out of curiosity, do we know the age of these characters? Lynn is 18, Arne is 21. So please don't make me sad by calling yourself a puppet. Quite a thing to be told by someone about to become a puppet. Well, Lynn Kleinweiß, I no longer have use for you, but I at least extended the time until your death. Shall we enjoy a last conversation? I was thinking about the relation between humans and vampires. No, me and you. And I thought so deeply about it, I just got myself confused. I trust in your strength and wisdom. Even now I think they can solve this case. But you were using me to investigate the mansion, right? Exactly. Trusting and using. It's all a matter of the distance between hearts. I had no other option but to get your help, but I'm sure even if I'd refused to investigate, you would have found another way to solve the case. Naturally. I expect I'll have no problems even with your dad. Well, of course, you have plenty of information now. However, with the death of my client, my duty to solve the case also disappears. No, I'm going to solve this case. Just give up already, Leonard Kleinweiß. What are you trying to get at? You mentioned your relation with me. Lord Arne, I'm going to use you. Use me? You? A human? The insert music is starting. That's how you know shit gets hype. Such a fool up to your last moments, Blindwise. You were at least a little amusing. But do you think I would accept having you use me? If I let myself be used, it would not be interesting. But if that were an interesting turn of events, what then? Well, I said I'm going to use you. I do truly believe in your abilities. I can't imagine I'd be able to solve this case without your help, Lord Arne. So, until this case is over, use me. Have me dance in your palm and entertain you. Go ahead and use me as a tool. If that really is the appropriate stage for me. So the show we've been having until now wasn't appropriate for you? Of course it wasn't. I'm not a puppet. I'm a human with my own will. There's no way the puppet show I've been part of until now was where I belonged. I am the star of this show. Only I could be the lead role in this case. Any play in which I'm not the star is a complete piece of junk. You want me to once more put on a show where you are the star? Lord Arne, are you going to say you can only put on puppet shows made of blood? So I'm to manipulate a human with a will as a human keeping a human? But Blindwise, did you not say it yourself? I don't understand the feelings of humans. Do you think I could put on such a show? You can always use me for guidance, right? I'll certainly let you do so. And doesn't the added difficulty posed by you not understanding make things more delightful? Furthermore, my delightfulness is Lord Arne approved. Indeed. I've never met a human as delightful as you. And you know, if I'm the audience for the stink of a show we've had, I'm booing the heck out of it. I'm here thinking, give me my money back! And as a client too, I'm terminating my contract with this lousy detective. I already paid a fee up front, so I have a right to take it back. I see, terminating the contract. And paying you back, I never thought of that. How delightful! Yeah, you truly are delightful, Blindwise. You'll give it back, won't you? My blood. Are you saying that with a true understanding of what it means to give you my blood? Yes, you've been talking about that earlier. They really shouldn't fuck around anymore. Just make her a vampire. Trading our blood, in other words, performing a blood pact, and turning you into a vampire. However, I should make it clear up front, there's no guarantee a blood pact will succeed. Even so, if there's a chance I can survive, to both use you and be used by you, I'm not going to die. Right, get up, little Blindwise. Alright, that's definitely a little bit sexual. Now, have you any final words as a human? Even if my blood becomes a vampire's, I'm sure my heart will remain human. I see no need for final words. I see. Then let us begin, little Blindwise. That track is so good. Yeah, of pure white. Be dyed crimson in your entirety. Thy soul will be forever trapped here, your body rendered meaningless. Upon the name of Arne LambdadeltaYT, this I declare. The name of our new buffoonish compatriot is Blindwise. Now let us dance together joyously. So much effort put into this game, so many different graphics. It's so good. Oh, look at this. I love that. Oh yeah, I love this. I love seeing her like that. On the receiving end. That's gonna be the thumbnail for today's video. If I upload this. But I will. The game is great. The rest is up to you, Blindwise. Rise once more onto the stage. The music is incredibly loud again. Oh, that's the end. Okay, that's the end for this part. Great. Great. Really good. I enjoyed that. I mean, we didn't get to solve it yet, but that was clear, right? There's a third part. How many parts are there? This is the second part out of 3 for the first case. So far only the first case has been translated and released in the Western market. In Japanese there's 2 cases available. But I don't know when the second one will drop. So we're about 2/3 through. Oh look, it's Nachtseher. Fucking Shadow. Just following them. I do wonder if these games started out with this high budget, or if this is something akin to like a remake of like the original game or something. Yo-ho! We meet again! Enjoying the case? Okay, on to the real business. Arne's about to find the killer, but do you want to try finding them first? Don't worry, you've got all the information you need to reason things out. Though it looks like Arne will need a little more time to notice. It very much points towards Kai, right? Because he's the only one we don't know the movements of. Kai and Diana. Both of them together, really. But Heinz is so suspicious. And I really wouldn't put it past Elise. Also, Bernd is like prime suspect material. It couldn't have been Lynn, because she was just attacked in the back. She can't fake that. The wound looked like a slash, so I'm not sure, like Kai with his relation to the dogs, maybe he turns into a vampire, maybe he's a monster himself or something. So that might also explain how he's fast enough to do all of this by himself or something, I don't know. Well now, who could the killer of Lynn's father be? Oh, me? Heck, I don't know. Not that I'd tell you if I did. So that's that. Give it your best shot. Everyone, make another educated guess. Got it? Arne, Lynn, Elise, Diana, Gordon, Heinz, Kai, or Bernd. Oh, right. You messed up with your reasoning here and there on the way here, huh? Too bad. I had a reward for you and everything. Oh, shit. Well, if you feel like it, try getting here one more time. The parts that matter for my reward are the confrontations with the maids, Diana and Elise, as well as the guard, Bernd. Don't mess him up this time, alright? Yeah. Okay, that's the end of this installment of the Casebook of Arne. Alright then, see ya. A shame we didn't get it. A shame, truly. Well. I'm gonna stop the YouTube recording here. We're gonna start another recording for the 3rd part. So bye YouTube.